Yo, what's good, y'all? Happy morning. I spent way too much time awake yesterday. I just couldn't sleep. Um, so that's one of my that's like my little struggle today. It's like waking up. Slept until like about 9:30ish. So actually wasn't too bad considering I stayed up till like 3:30ish. So slept like 6 hours, I think. But man, I am tired. But the day goes on. Today is the day that tomorrow is the day, actually. I guess I should say tomorrow's the day that we move all these cars out of the lot here. I'm here at the lot, you can see. So we're trying to make sure we got the keys for everything. I feel like maybe I should have worked a little harder to make sure that I came to do this stuff early in the week, but here we go. So sorry for yawning. Yeah. Yeah, definitely just trying to find my way, I guess, in this new normal. The big goal of like finishing the Bible like propelled me a lot. I started trying to get started on that script that I told you guys yesterday for that little series that I want to do for my pops and my little sister, and for my big sister a little bit if she wants to help write. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really I guess finding the new things that I get to do now that I like have the Bible in my knowledge base. It was good to like I took a moment to rewatch this old it was called A Night in Eschatology. It was like an eschatology presentation of at least 3 views of eschatology. One person for pre-millennial, one person for post-millennial, one person for amillennial. And all of them just sort of explaining like why they believe what they believe, how it might look like, and essentially like where they stand, even though the views may vary, So definitely a very interesting video, and it like got me thinking about how I get to start really like dividing the word wisely, and using some charts, making sure that I get my communication clear. Like if God is communicating to us, I want to use good communication tools and tactics, I suppose, that God's given me, and recognize that I can do that. But also taking a moment to reflect, because I do feel like even with just what I've uncovered now, I feel like I've built this like giant barrier between myself and other people, in terms of, I spent all this time studying, getting this thing clear in my mind. But like it was like too far, like it's too far out of reach right now for the everyday person. And that's not what I want. Well, the everyday Christian, I should say, because like that's even further, I guess, for the everyday person. Even though I don't feel like it's so far away for either, but in terms of like this very rigid structural way that we like to look at things, instead of just feeling them in our body and our soul, at least in like organized religion, because that is obviously the structure of spirituality rather than the being of it, right? The essence of spirituality. So yes, I mean, like, it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing, and ultimately it's making me oh my gosh, there's this mosquito that keeps trying to get in here. Get out. Sorry, there's definitely like, I just don't want to get bit.
Waiting for Perry.
It was just waiting for its chance, man. It really was. Now it's like fighting to get back in here. Show you this guy. Oh, he's gone. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. So that was me reflecting on that, looking at these things. So I'm like, okay, I understand what they're saying. I think I have a view on it as well. I feel like it would be beneficial for me in my mind to organize and sequence all of these things. And that will, I think, get me closer to these, I guess if I ever spoke to one of those experts, I would be able to explain my viewpoint clearly. Yet at the same time, if I do something like that, I feel like, again, I'm just like furthering this wall between how well I can, I guess how well I can explain that to someone who hasn't done that work. And also, I don't know, working with my own, so maybe it's just my own patience that I really need to like work on, and my ability to teach from a place of mercy. Cause yes, I mean, I just, I worry about going even further than like I already, have gone, cause it feels like I'm leaving the pack behind, and then like, then it becomes this weird thing where it's like, okay, like, is he trying to do something, apart from us, or, so like, I don't know, like, that's what I'm really seeing with like things that I'm sharing now. It's like, people want to believe that they're my ideas, and I just don't, I feel like I'm very grateful to have them revealed to me, but they're not necessarily my ideas per se, but they are the Lord's. They are the Lord's. I think this is the Lord's plan. Like, yes, maybe I found a way to understand it, and I'm sharing that, but here, I'm gonna get back with you guys. It took a while, y'all, but I'm back. Oh man, like I'm telling, man, so I guess I left off on the note of just saying, yeah, I don't want people to think that I'm trying to bring my own, my own mind, my own ideas, my own imagination, because like, first of all, we don't have any, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing that we could give anyway that would be original. And so either it's God's or it's like something really terrible, right? Like that's like it's not God's, like that's the danger. And like I don't want, I most assuredly and most securely want to be with the Lord. Like that's what I want. That's what I think everybody wants. That's what I feel like, even if like we don't understand it, like that's the thing that we all crave and desire. I recognize now, like further along my journey, that like this is what I've always craved and desired. It's just that I haven't known how, right? And so that's been my search, has been like how, right? And I got real engineering brain about it. I got real like methodical. I've gotten really analytical, and that's helped me. I think that's certainly helped me, because I've always been a good student. Maybe not, I guess, so much with grades. I found that out. But like in terms of learning, in terms of real learning, if I'm gonna find something out, I'm gonna find something out, right? I think that everybody has that same sort of drive. Yeah. And so I'm still trying to figure it out, even though I know that like it's now further out of my hands. It's like okay, what will a people do? Not just me, myself. Yeah. So, like the good news, what's the good news, guys? The good news is the good news, right? Like Jesus already took care of everything. So there's no sweat in that, no stress in that. Salvation has come. It's just a question of like, how much are we willing, are we willing to put away what I believe are our ideas, the way that we do things now, the ways that are not in the Bible, the ways that are, find me a tax code, like, find me like property rights. Like, I mean, there's stuff in the Bible, but like, let's follow those, if anything, right? Like, if anything, let's follow those. And I think that those, obviously, as Paul says, like the law, to the letter kills. And Jesus comes and he shows us that like, hey, this is just to get to know God. So how about you stop looking at the direction that leads to death, but you look for the direction that leads to life. So I just want, like, I think I said it in like that first video, but like genuinely, like this life is painful as it is so painful. And I think that there's a real way to lessen that, to alleviate that. At least amongst ourselves, people who are, the gentle lambs for the slaughter, you know, like that idea of people that really will do no harm, right? And so like the one that does harm to us does harm to us, but not without retribution given by the Lord, you know. But us and ourselves, like, you know, why do we still hold on and cling to this idea that we must protect ourselves, instead of like do what is good for ourselves, even if that opens up, you know, a tactical, like military type, you know, danger assessment risk in our brains. Like, you know, okay, maybe I might not have enough if I decide to try to provide for my entire community. Well, whatever, like at least we're trying, right? And like you gotta hope that God's gonna catch us in that too, because that's what he wants us to do. Yeah. We don't like to think about how we're supporting all sorts of different things, nasty things with like the institutions that we support, the institutions that use the means of support that we use, such as like just money in general. Money doesn't discriminate, you know? Money does not discriminate, which is good in some cases, really bad in like the case of good and evil, right? Like, yeah, I guess I'm just tired of it seeming like this unattainable thing. And I don't know how to like articulate it in a way that makes it clearly be what it is, which is just like plain and clear instruction to follow. I don't know how to do that in a merciful way. I don't know how to do that without losing my cool, because I am angry. I'm so angry about it, you know? But at the end of the day, it's all self-frustration anyway. Like, there's just got to be a way to communicate. There's got to be a way to communicate that I'm just not getting at. But I don't know. It's all in the hands of God, really. I've been working to get our car situation set up. Tomorrow is the big day that we finally get all those cars off the lot. Or if not, at least we'll know like the straightforward plan to getting them off the lot. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, dealing with like this loneliness for sure. Yeah, I don't know what to do. But if anybody's out there and if anybody listens, like, dude, I mean, yeah, anything you can offer, even just saying that you understand, man, like that would be everything. Or a woman, sorry, don't mean to discriminate in that way. Yeah, this is a bit later. I'm gonna like do stuff, I guess, and see if I talk to you guys later. But here's this. Bye for now, guys. What's up, y'all? Finishing up for the night. Yeah, it was a pretty regular day, honestly. Basically just going to bed, but just wanted to say good night. Catch you guys later. Peace.